Welcome back to Blam Sports. Presents to you the NBA 2020 playoff simulation. That's right, we're simulating every single game for the entire NBA playoffs based upon the stoppage of the season. Up next, Game 5, Bucks and Heat. Remember, go to our website, jablamsports.com, Jablam sports.com. Click on simulation, then NBA, and you get all the information for every game, every series, and the league leaders. As well, team stats. Check that out. And of course, we're all over social medias. Jablam Sports, type it in on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Reddit, you name it, we're there. Can the Bucks win this game? If they do, the Heat are out. 3-1 series lead for the Bucks. Goran Dragic, Jimmy Butler's Heat, they have to win tonight. It's a must-win game. They're down 3-1 against Giannis's Bucks. If they live to see tomorrow, they'll probably play tomorrow. We have one game tomorrow, Raptors and 76ers. That series is 3-2 for Raptors, so stay tuned for that. But up next, Game 5, Bucks, Heat. Enjoy the game, folks.
We'll see the Miami Heat playing against the Bucks in Milwaukee. Well, for the Bucks, they've made it look easy as they progress through this postseason. Just 2 losses thus far. We'll see if they can continue their impressive play. There's a very real chance that someone could go home after this weekend. I'm not talking about us going home after the show. But can he talk about the feelings for the team facing elimination?
Yeah, there's a collective realization that this could be it for you at the end of the season, man. That's not a good feeling you want to have. So it does heighten your focus.
Well, on the flip side, if your team trying to close this out, you got to use that confidence, baby. Hit your opponent hard and early and finish them, and make the other team say, 1, 2, 3, Cancun.
All right. Tip-off coming up shortly. Here's Kevin.
Let's look at our setting tonight. The picturesque city of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. This is a do-or-die situation. Big Game 5. Always decisive. 2K Sports presents the playoffs of the NBA. Along with Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, Kevin Harlan. And joining us tonight, Emmy-nominated writer-producer Bill Simmons. Again, you're in the seat, and again, we're so lucky to have you.
I can't believe Brent Barry's here. How'd you get him?
And told him that you were going to come in. A lot of sushi. And told him you were going to join us.
Wow. 4 of the greats. I'm so delighted to be here.
D.A., take it away.
Well, almost all of the Greek Freak's points come in the paint. Giannis said, I can already do a lot of damage, basically without a jump shot. Just driving, making plays, and free throws. When that jump shot comes, it's going to be a problem for a lot of players in this league. Kevin?
You're right, D.A. It'll be scary. Thanks. What a surge it's been for the Bucks at the top of the Eastern Conference last year. 60 wins, the most since 1981.
Right, and much like those teams from the 80s, they fell short in the end.
Again.
And that's been the rub with the Bucks is, you know, as you look back at so many years in a row, so close, couldn't do it. And then this last year against Toronto, you know, they win the first 2. Game 3's double OT. And then all of a sudden, a week later, their season's over. So they've never quite been able to get over the hump since the days of Lou Alcindor.
The nice thing is, though, this team is making the mandatory steps, it seems, that all these teams eventually have to make to get to where they want to go.
Right. They're trying to keep the team together that they succeeded with last year. Sometimes when you have success, you think that you should keep that success together, and that can be dangerous because really I felt like that team underachieved. They lost to a Toronto team that they had just performed better than during the season. So what's that last piece that you need? And I guess the last piece for Milwaukee now is, can Giannis be the closer? We haven't seen it yet.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, Jimmy Butler is out there with Jay Crump. Then there's Dragic, and there's Iguodala. And it's Adebayo in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then it's Brooke Lopez. Then there's Bledsoe. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 2. Now here's Dragic. Following the miss by Eric Bledsoe. Dragic.
6'1" guard, Bledsoe up there with the block. Wow.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and the layup falls.
He seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. You see that pay off.
Dragic the pass to Butler. And again, it's the Heat missing.
That's 0 for 4 now. Time to slow it down and maybe get the best possible shot the next time down.
And Bill, we've seen more and more teams base their offenses around three-point shooters. Threes are at an all-time high. We know that. Should the NBA, with that in mind, do anything to address this via a rule change? Which I don't know what that would mean, but it has been talked about.
I don't like changing. I think it's going to manifest itself with it doesn't work in the playoffs as well. And teams are going to slowly realize like that you need to blend an inside-outside game at least a little bit.
Well, you can't lose what the game is.
No,
it's bigs and smalls, it's inside, it's outside.
And it's still passing and unselfishness. The Warriors take a lot of threes, but they're the most unselfish team we have. And they create a lot of layups and they play, they're really creative. And you just can't, that just can't be your thing is we shoot 53s, here's our offense. The problem is you're still going to get these games where 2 points really matters, and that's what you saw with Kawhi in the playoffs last year. These games slow down, it's going to be a 92-89 ending, and your team needs to get 10 baskets in the fourth quarter, no matter how you're going to get them. You still need somebody who can do that too.
And here is Lopez after the three-pointer from Jay Crowder. Dragic against Bledsoe, and it's good for 2. And Bill, when it comes to NBA awards, some people have said voter fatigue is a factor. Would you agree with that?
No, I actually think NBA awards are in the best shape they've been in because people are afraid to screw up. With the internet and the accountability we have now.
Accountability. Exactly.
And we
There's
also,
nothing anonymous about it.
No. And we have really good numbers and metrics now, and I actually think we make the right decisions with this stuff most of the time now. I didn't really see any egregious stuff last year other than the one person who voted Dwayne Wade for second team All-NBA.
You get a vote, don't you?
I do, and I take it really seriously.
I do too.
Yeah.
I feel the same way.
I really care.
Our name is attached to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also, when I wrote my book, I really relied on the All-NBA stuff. They're a snapshot of what happened that season.
Good point. And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Lopez. Williams comes in for Antetokounmpo. Matthews, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Hill in for Eric Bledsoe.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Now, here's Matthews. There's the pass to Middleton. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Heat trail by 7. Nunn passes to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Bill, you host your own podcast. I've listened to it. I subscribe to it.
Thank you.
I love it. What do you make of so many NBA players now doing the same thing?
And we have a couple of them. At the Ringer, we have J.J. Redick, and we have Vince Carter and Kent Bazemore. The ones that are good at it take it seriously. It can't be one of those things where, a player says, you know what, I want a podcast, and then it just magically happens. You got to work on it. You have to use your connections and book your guests, and you have to be candid on the podcast. You can't just show up and just babble. And the guys that have been successful at it are people that could probably have a media career for a living. Like JJ's clearly going to go into media after he retires. Richard Jefferson had a great podcast. He's gone into media. He's really good.
Yes.
So I think you need a little more talent at it than people realize. And you need the consistency of it. You can't say, I'm starting a podcast and then not do it for 2 months. You have to really stick to it.
Lopez, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Free throw, good. Matthews. The Heat trail by 6. Here's none. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Jones finds Robinson. Pass to Nunn. 5 on the clock. Beyond the arc. Milwaukee with the rebound. They are bumped right now after a big win on Sunday.
And you gotta love a team that can maintain its composure on the road, take good shots, and knock them down with confidence.
Well, awesome to see in that last game how the motion in their offense didn't stop because they were in some hostile territory.
At 7 feet tall, dunking is very easy for Lopez. Once he's this deep, the defense is in trouble.
Here's Nunn. There's 25 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Nunn, no good with the tip.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Here's Nunn. Down low, here's Olynyk. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And really, the improvement as a finisher is noticeable for Kelly Olynyk.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We'll return shortly. Tough Nose Jimmy Butler talks about the mantle of being a franchise player.
You call me a leader, all-star, whatever you want to call it, but with that comes a lot of, some people call it pressure, but a lot of responsibility is what I call it. Every night you got to show up. You have to be productive. You have to show guys even when you're hurt, you can still play. Even when you're tired, you got to go out there and do what you're supposed to do. It's fun to me. I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way.
And that's what he worked for. And he works as hard as anyone, Greg, in the NBA.
And you see that competitiveness and desire in his play.
And you are back with us live as we bring you continuing coverage of the Eastern Conference semifinals. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
On the court for Miami here in the second. In the middle, it's Olynyk in Adebayo. Then it's Jones. Then it's Robinson. And it's Nunn in at the 1 spot. And that one falls for Middleton. Bill was in Boston where you received your master's degree in journalism. What attracted you to this profession? Why journalism?
I couldn't do anything else, and I didn't like manual labor.
No, really?
No, that really was it. I was good at writing.
Like anybody in your family or anybody you
know?
want?
I was always a good writer, and I liked writing and sports.
Yeah.
So just kind of like, I'll do those two things
together. Did it in high school, I'm assuming? Or?
Yeah, started in high school. I had the big thing for me was in college. I had a column for the school newspaper, really from freshman year on. And around sophomore year, I felt like it started to get momentum. And that was the first time I thought, I wonder if I can get paid for this.
Right.
Which, as it turned out, no, until I was about 29.
Yeah. Offensive rebound. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Miami shooting their first free throws of the evening. Shooting 2. The first one falls. Bill, you look at the awards given out by the league. Most have been around for a while. But is there any award that you'd like to add? Something that's not being touched on in terms of high performance and success?
I think that there should be a playoff MVP. I made this case in my book.
That's a great idea.
There's always like a best guy in every postseason, and I would like to see who that would be. And it's pretty easy to go backwards and figure out who it was. I did that. just go backwards and have all the backstory of who it should have been, but then going forward, now here are the ones we're adding. I would like to see that. I would also like to see a best bench celebration award, because certain teams just have these guys. They're good at pointing. They're good at fist pumping. First guy during the timeout running over.
Chest bumps.
They have handshakes.
All of it, yeah.
They're waiting at the scorer's table before the game to do the special handshake with each guy. I feel like that guy deserves some shine. Last year, DeAndre Jordan, I think, was one of the first guys I remember who was just great at this before he started playing. Late 2000s clips. I was like, man, this guy's really, he's not playing, but he's really figuring out how to affect the game.
The Heat trail by 7. Robinson passes to Nunn. Back to Robinson. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Bill, you're a basketball historian. We know that. Do fans romanticize too much about the past?
I would say the other way. I think they don't appreciate it enough. Especially like the millennials and Gen Z. You know you're out there. You're playing this game right now. They tend to think the league started when Kobe showed up and that the 90s and the 80s didn't happen. I sense a real resentment from the younger fans with the LeBron versus MJ thing, because LeBron's their guy. They get to watch LeBron. They don't want to hear that MJ was better than him, so they make the case for LeBron and the way things are now.
But what about like the Oscar Robertsons, the Elgin Baylors, and we talked about, my goodness, you talk about some of these players. Unbelievable.
Yeah, the
fantastic
60s,
numbers.
70s, 80s.
Oh.
I think part of what hurts is people can go on YouTube, and when you watch some of the older stuff, nobody's playing.
Here's Iguodala. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Butler finds Dragic. Pass to Iguodala. Tipped away. For the 3. Matthews with the rebound. That's basket number 2 with his third shot, off to a fast 2 for 3. With the length of the Bucks, Bill, the shooting, the capacity to push the tempo, this is a frighteningly good team to try to defend.
It is, unless it's the third round of the playoffs. Then they become super easy to defend because everybody's afraid to take a jump shot. Yeah, they play with pace. They spread the floor for Giannis, and they're really good at running everything through him while everybody else around him is somebody that complements him.
Right coach? Was it the right coach, you think, at the right time for where these were?
Yeah, it was the right coach for about 92 games last year, and then it kind of flipped a little bit. I think, the big thing for them is who can be their second shot creator when the other team takes out Giannis. And you find that out there in the playoffs. Take out Giannis, who's creating a shot? Left? Nobody could do that in the Toronto series last year, and that's what killed them.
There's Dragic after Eric Bledsoe's score. Iguodala kicks to Butler. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Miami no good on that time either.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Bledsoe left side. Fires the 3. Jimmy Butler with the rebound. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Heat. It's a 13-point game. Here's Dragic. Knocks down the 10-footer.
Terrific patience around the paint area from Dragic there. Calmly knocks one down from the interior.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Lopez. Williams comes in for Antetokounmpo. Chris Middleton's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And George Hills subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. Heat also with the sub. Bam Adebayo is checked in for Crowder. Now here's Middleton. Now here's Dragic, the fast break opportunity. Pass to Adebayo. He kicks to Dragic. That three off the mark.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
And entertaining as always, Bill. Thank you so much for stopping by. We always appreciate your time.
Thank you. Just, I don't want to do any Celtic games. Can we not do that? I don't want to see that team. Let's do the other teams.
Okay. You know, Brent, it's a different kind of broadcast with Bill Simmons mic'd up. He lets it rip.
Well, the thing about Bill is he's not going to hold back. He has some great, strong opinions, and he backs it up with a lot of facts due to the fact that he knows the history of the game quite well.
Milwaukee leading by 13. Hill dishes to Lopez. 35 seconds left in the first half. Bledsoe, count that as his fourth basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Robinson passes to Nunn. 20 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. 6 to shoot. Butler on the way. A three. That shot no good. For three, Middleton. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Chris Middleton. Chris, a big effort from you guys in the first half. How do you keep that momentum going?
Come out with energy, just try to keep pushing the ball just out.
We know that's Coach's emphasis, Chris. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We hope you're enjoying this round 2 conference semifinal. Well, for Milwaukee, they've had the upper hand in this series, and boy, did they look great out there tonight. Completely in control at the half, certainly looking to make it a 4-1 series. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half?
Well, it has been an electric performance. These guys were firing on all cylinders. They came out aggressive, going after those rebounds, and they were piling it up. I think they wanted to send a message with their physicality. They're going to be nearly impossible to stop if they're playing that way.
And over to Shaq. What'd you think about Miami?
Not pretty to watch how they get torched in the low post, Ernie. When they were playing defense in the post, you know me, Ernie. Barbecue chicken alert, barbecue chicken alert. This team is going to have to up the pressure, play more physical in the second half. Start a fight, throw some bowls, let's go.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See everybody with Kevin Harlan.
So glad to have you with us here as we bring you more action from courtside at Game 5. Eric Bledsoe really making a difference here.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
And we're back for more exciting action from the Eastern Conference semifinals. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Then there's Bledsoe. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 2. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Bledsoe passes to Antetokounmpo.
Unselfish play there by Bledsoe. Does a great job scanning, noticing somebody's open, get them the ball.
Here's Dragic. Good D by Bledsoe.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And there's the pass to Antetokounmpo. Sinks the triple. Giannis has got 11 points.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Butler. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. A rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
How about that? Coming out to start the half, a perfect 3 of 3.
Dragic kicks to Butler. Will it go? Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got his 6th rebound on the night.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses. Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Timeout called, the Heat.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Ilyasova, he's checked in for Brook Lopez. And so here is Miami. Nothing yet for them in the 3rd quarter. Crowder kicks to Dragic. Now Butler. No points in the game yet for him. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Chris Middleton.
And how about the strength inside there from Butler? Just excellent at finding ways to get the D to foul him down low.
First one falls for him.
And just no question that Butler is a bona fide star. I mean, a tough, rugged defender who's also a juggernaut on offense.
And so Butler nails both of them. Bucks leading by 22. Passes it to DiVincenzo. Bledsoe passes to Giannis. Shoots. And he overshot that one, missing.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
Now here's Dragic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Once again, Dragic in attack mode makes things happen with the drive.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And that one falls for Dragic.
And while Dragic doesn't get to the free throw line all that often, when he does, he's usually pretty good.
The Bucks making a switch here. Hill's checked in. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Miami. And Goran Dragic drops them both. Here's Hill. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hill's got 5 assists tonight.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Now here's Iguodala. Defense is right there. Misses the layup.
Not sure they realize it's not halftime anymore. 4 attempts, and they're still looking for their first bucket. That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
And it's Dragic with the ball for the Heat. He dishes it to Butler. Kicks it to Iguodala. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Butler. Again, the miss by the Heat.
Well, both him and the team seem to be off their game right now, and the frustration is clearly mounting as the clock is winding down.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Dragic dishes to Iguodala. Butler deciding where to go with it. Outside Dragic. They need this. Hill pulls it in. Hill's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's DiVincenzo. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Iguodala finds Butler. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got 8 rebounds in this game.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
On offense, here are the Heat. Butler passes to Olynyk. He feeds it to Iguodala. And the rejection by Giannis. Now here's Hill, the fast break opportunity, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hill.
Yeah, that's a tough one, Kev. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
A big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Williams comes in for Ilyasova. Sterling Brown, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And Wesley Matthews subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. Now, here is Robinson. Dishes to Jones. Pass to Nunn. To end the drought, and it's sent back by Hill.
That's pretty much all length from George Hill to get to that rejection.
The shot, no good. And here are the Heat. Throws it up high, and then Jones with the jam.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. Now here's Matthews. He has 5. From deep. No good that time. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. His work on the glass was outstanding in that quarter. Great rebounding. Back right after this. Head coach Mike Budenholzer is mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
Do it again for this quarter. 0-0. Same effort, same mentality. Keep pushing. Keep moving the ball. Keep cutting.
Well, Mike likes how they're working the ball right now.
And, you know, Coach highlighted it's a brand new quarter. They need to play with the same fire.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. 4th quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the floor for Miami, they've got Jones. Robinson is out there with Myers Leonard, and it's Nunn in at the point. Buck shooting so well, 63%, the offense working as one cohesive unit. Connaughton passes to Lopez. Back to Connaughton. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Matthews, no good.
I'll be honest, I thought there's no way that he's missing that close. That's a bunny. Give it up for the aggressive defense, Kevin.
That's tipped. Here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Lays it up off the glass. Brown's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Milwaukee. Here's Nunn. He's covered by Matthews. Nunn, that's good.
You saw he altered his release, allowing him to get around his defender and then laid it in.
Matthews against Robinson. Here's Lopez. That one's not going to go. Great D that time from Leonard. Here's Nunn. Over Williams, and another basket for Miami.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
I don't think he sees any kind of defense when he's at that range. It doesn't matter who's guarding him.
Now here's Williams. Outside Matthews. 6 on the shot clock. Brown kicks to Connaughton.
Shooting for Milwaukee, Pat Connaughton. At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for the Bucks. The Heat also changing it up. Solomon Hill, he's checked in for Jones. And Hero subbed in for Robinson. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Here's Nunn. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Outside Leonard from downtown. Good on the triple.
Becoming dominant in the catch and shoot, Leonard has really polished up the mechanics on that jump shot.
Here's Connaughton. It's Brown on the wing. Poked away. Korver passes to Williams. Here's Brown. And again, the Bucks miss. The Heat have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Here's Nunn. Shoots over Brown. Nunn can't get it to fall.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
Connaughton kicks to Brown. The pass to Lopez. Shoots over Leonard. And it's Lopez. That time on the assist by Brown. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. To the middle. Here's Leonard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Marvin Williams.
Pretty slick move by Leonard. Catches the defender out of position and draws the foul.
Free throw drops for Leonard.
One of the better free throw shooting bigs in the NBA. The challenge for Leonard as he develops is to try to get to the line a few more times.
Ilyasova, he's checked in for Williams. Leonard hits them both. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Here's Connaughton. Passes it to Lopez. Shoots over Leonard. Miami grabs the miss. Here's Hero. It's back to Hill. Here's Nunn, defended by Ilyasova. Nunn can't get it to fall.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
And it's Connaughton missing. The Heat have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. And it's sent back by Lopez.
And the space Lopez is able to cover on defense, using that size and length to reject the shot.
Now here's Lopez, and he banks in the layup. Lopez has got 4 this quarter.
And guys, just really impressed. They made big plays when it counted, and that's why it's going to be on to the next round for Milwaukee.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, a consistent intensity is what he brought to the floor here. He hit the glass hard, and he came up with a ton of rebounds.
And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for the Bucks. Pass to DiVincenzo. Out left of the wing. Middleton outside for 3. That shot off. Now the Heat take it the other way. Here's Butler. And the rejection by Giannis. Bledsoe dishes to Antetokounmpo. And almost gets it to go, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well, an aggressive Antetokounmpo is a good thing for this team. Taking it in with force to the rack and getting the foul.
At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Giannis.
We talk a lot about Russell Westbrook and the way that he attacks every game. I think in the Eastern Conference, Giannis Antetokounmpo might be the same way, just tenacious and full of energy, and he fills up the stats.
And both free throws good for Giannis. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Hero. Guarded by Korver. Hero passes to Hill. Just 5 to shoot. None. That's good. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so the Milwaukee Bucks take the series, now move on and eliminate any chance of a comeback with a big-time win here in Game 5. And, Greg, it's on to the conference finals for them.
And if there was anybody doubting this team heading into round 2, this series should have erased any of those doubts. A convincing win for a team whose championship hopes are looking bigger and brighter.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Eric Bledsoe. Eric, a strong performance tonight. What's been the difference?
We're getting out of transition, trying to get defense to stop. Everybody's just playing their game.
And it showed tonight, Eric. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. That'll do it for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference Semifinals. For Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
And this series is a wrap. The Bucks take it handedly. They had a decent lead going into the second half, and then they exploded even further ahead, away from the Heat in the second half. Dynamite. Bucks win the series 4-1 in 5 games, and they're going to the next round. Who they're going to be facing, we don't know. Tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, Raptors, 76ers. That series is 3-2. Game 6 is tomorrow. So we'll see. Maybe that series wraps up tomorrow. Maybe it'll wrap up in a couple of days. Either way, Bucks have a few days off here to rest before they play one of those two teams. Go to our website, jablamsports.com, Jablam sports.com. If you want more information on this tournament specifically, click on simulation, click on NBA, and then you have all your stats there on for every game, for every team, each series, and of course, the league leaders. You can also watch all the games live here on our Twitch and on our website, and we're all over social media. Check us out. You can watch the games also on YouTube. Jablam Sports, we're on YouTube. Twitter for updates, Instagram, and Facebook, also Reddit. So check us out everywhere on social media. That's it for tonight, everybody. Stay home, stay safe, be healthy. We're also doing podcasts. We have a wrestling and hockey podcast. Go check them out. They're also on our website. Just type in Jablam Sports anywhere you get podcasts. Apple, Google Play, Spotify, you name it. We're out there. So go listen to that. Thank you all, and have a good night. We're bringing this to you for all you thirsty sports fans out there.